Well, to be honest, I thought Tron Ares was going to be interesting, and to some degree it is, but at the same time, I found this film to be underwhelming. It's mediocre, and quite frankly, while this isn't one of the worst movies I've seen this year, it's nowhere near great either. I have a question for this film. What happened? What made this to be so underwhelming considering it really should have been more in my opinion? So the story of this one is that when mankind encounters AI beings, a highly sophisticated program named Ares goes into the real world on a dangerous mission. Man, I found this to be a disappointment. Like, don't get me wrong, I don't think this is an outright disaster. It's just several things that went on within the story that I was annoyed by. Some characters weren't fleshed out enough. And not only that, while I did have some interesting ideas to tease for the future, I ultimately didn't get a whole lot out of this movie. It is a mixed bag for me, and personally, this could have been great if they had improved upon a few things. Then more likely, I would have had a lot more fun with it. Nonetheless, I still would recommend this for people out there, especially fans of the first two movies, and you might end up liking this more than I did. Even the story isn't that great. It's lacking depth. It's lacking emotional attachment to these characters. Like, basically, I ain't care for none of the characters in this film. Especially Ares. I thought that Jared Leto, his acting was subpar. Now, whether you either have a love or hate relationship with the actor, I think Jared Leto actually has some good talent. It's just the script in this is so messy. Ares, I would probably describe him as a less cool version of the T-800 from Terminator 2. Sure, he learns some things throughout the story. He gets a little bit more personality, but he just feels very monotone. Eve Kim, another character I really didn't care for. Greta Lee, her acting was okay. It's just, she's looking for something really interesting. I'm not going to give any spoilers, but I was like, man, all this feels very generic. Even the antagonist was underwhelming, such as Julian Dillinger. I thought Evan Peters, his acting, it wasn't great. Seriously, this character was so annoying. He came off as spoilish, snoobish. I kind of wish they added more to that character, but he was just so boring. And even the antagonist, Athena, I thought she was just a generic villain. Nothing really special about her. She's really like the physical force in this film. There are some things I did like. The music done by 9 Inch Nails. I thought it was really good. Not as great compared to Daft Punk. And speaking of which, I did watch the first two Tron movies before seeing this. I was like, okay, those have better stories. But another thing I did like was the visuals. They look great. Even the fight scenes were pretty cool, but everything else was just lackluster. A sequel to Tron Legacy would have been more interesting than what we had gotten here. Granted, I don't hate this film. It's okay for what it is, but at the end of the day, it really doesn't do anything for me when I basically don't have any type of emotional connection to any of these characters. I'm giving this film a 6 out of 10. It is quite unfortunate this was underwhelming for me. I know there's some people out there that's going to love this. It just, for me, I just couldn't get into the story, the characters. Not all of it's bad, but it doesn't have a whole lot of great things within it. It's beautiful visually, sure, but if you don't give me interesting characters, I'm going to be bored watching it. Not that I find this to be an outright bore fest. There are some entertaining moments. It's just, there is certainly a whole lot to be desired, to say the least. And that's my review of Tron Ares. Okay, leave your comments down below in the section and let me know what you think about this movie. Alright, this is Slim Guy 172 saying, peace out.